Hola pequeños burritos, continúo con el Fábula 3. Antes de empezar estaré dejando en la descripción dos grupos de MLP para el que quiera unirse, tres videos para el que quiera verlos, un enlace a una red social. Si me quieren apoyar ya saben lo que tienen que hacer y estoy ahorita resfriado, por lo que a veces se me va la voz cuando hablo y el tema de la respiración nasal se puede oír extraño para que sepan. Y tendré que hacer pequeñas pausas para limpiarme la nariz cuando lo requiera. Bueno, avisar para que después, ay, que se te oye raro, tu respiración está molesta. Bueno, ya saben.
Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal.
A ver.
Reva shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed.
Ese sujeto se ve que
You
tiene
wouldn't
dinero
just
porque
be helping
coño.
those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're scared, Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph, but as its name subtly implies, it was old. The cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of money, and the people who called its decrepit shambles of streets and houses their home are better off without it. Besides, one must question what they have to offer our society. Why build homes
Bueno, ellos
for
me
the
ayudan, ella me
inept and
ayudó,
the
así que
unskilled? I
tengo que
recommend you
retribuirle también
reject
eso.
Paige's proposal and keep the money for more deserving endeavors.
It was our actions that caused.
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The Queen has reached her decision. The old quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Reva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn old quarter is no more.
Ojito, me acabo de dar cuenta de que esa estatua del cerdo con el estaba desde el 2. Sí, sí.
It breaks one's heart to see
Otra
the
vez me va a dar el
traditions
coñazo
of
este.
If we don't do something about it, we will all die. And I have some very definitive retirement plans. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety. The people will be delighted, Your Majesty. But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it? Anyway, this will leave a sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared.
¿Qué? ¿Cuántos más?
As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior
le pagamos
designers
más a los
await you in the
guardias
throne room.
o le pagamos bajo, menos. Ya está. O sea, porque se me da vueltas y vueltas y vueltas.
At your command. Your Majesty.
Your Majesty?
All stand to attention. Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these
Pero,
halls.
¿por qué?
A fabulous
¿Sí que es
balance
una mala
of
decoradora?
serene hues that announce to the
Porque le
world,
van dando
I am a
cariño.
strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar.
¿Es eso?
But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened queen. Let the heart of your castle be enlightened too.
Celestial? Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I am Sybil Maleficent, Your Majesty, and I can tell you that people respect what they fear. This castle should be a fortress of dread. I propose that we flood the rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute. Let all those who look upon this palace know terror, whether they be your subjects or your enemies.
It may seem trivial, but appearances can affect the opinion of the entire kingdom. The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
Aquí no sé, ¿verdad? No sé si quererle decir al...
Ms. Maleficent is something of an extremist. She lacks the, how shall I put it,
No sé si quererle
human touch.
a este pintor o a la cariñosa.
Castle Design Weekly, of which I am the editor, has declared evil and foreboding to be the styles of the season.
Aún así habla como muy golpeado, no sé. Tal vez escoja el buen decorador.
Studies have shown that
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
Vale. Vamos al tema de la estatua de Aurora.
Ready to...
¿Eh?
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty.
Obviamente hay que ayudarlo, coño, me nos ayudaron.
Kaelin will speak for her people. Riva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe
Eso que lo
or
prometí.
knew of life without suffering.
I will keep my promise.
Sí, ves, no tengo
Aurora
cosa.
will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equals in every way.
No, imagino que como
The
tengo más
Queen
control
has spoken.
de la magia le
Aurora
meto
shall be
años, por
rebuilt
eso
as
tengo esa
part
marca
of
en la
Albion,
cara.
and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty.
Eso es
You
lo
have proven to be a woman of honor.
Sí,
Aurora is proud to stand at your
no sé
side.
que lo prometí, coño.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora, an oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Riva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
A most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
Ah, la gripe está acabando conmigo, coño. Honestamente no le estoy prestando casi atención a lo que el fulano dice.
Yay! Greetings, Mom.
It's the great
Estos son los que vienen.
Hello.
¿Por qué? Lo mismo que con el vestido.
Go on, Your Majesty.
Y con el vestido. Porque es más adelante, es más largo adelante que atrás.
That's a nice new home you've got now, eh?
¿Por qué?
Your Majesty?
Greetings, madam.
No sé.
Madam.
Salutations, my most gracious lady. Yippee! Hooray!
My lady.
Greetings, most
At your orders.
Greetings, my lady. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Ah, hello.
Ahí está, mi rey.
Congratulations, you've made a friend. In addition to being jolly good company, friends can give each other gifts and even discounts at shops that they own.
Bueno, se supone que la ayudé. ¿Dónde está el avance tecnológico?
No. Really? How are you, Your Majesty?
Oh my.
How are
It is
you,
the
Your
Queen
Majesty?
of Albion.
Hey!
The arrogant will not find
mira,
respect.
dinero.
You are
Nor
a
will
true
the violent
friend.
find
peace.
Yes.
Your Highness.
Watch where you are going.
Por favor, ¿qué es esta tos? Que está bastante molesta. Coño. Bájamela. Ya, coño, ya. Me están haciendo la de los esqueletos. Ahí se ven. Un diamante. Coño. Ay, eso está guapo. Espero que se junten todas. Y ahí yo las agarro. Coño, otra vez no, vale. Tal vez ya un poquito menos así, coño. Coño, pero ya está, vale, coño. Ahora sí. Ya tal vez ahora sí. Unas eran obligatorias por lo que veo y otras... Ya que molesta, ¿verdad? Quítense, quítense. No me apetece. No, y viene más ahora ya. Tú dirás, bueno, ya tengo un poder de pelea decente. No, 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 no. No va a ser que no pelean con honor.
Attention!
Hello, Your Majesty.
How are you, Your
Hello,
Majesty?
Your Majesty.
Greetings,
Hello
Your
to
Majesty.
you, Your Majesty.
Take a trip. Hello there, Your Majesty.
Casi no estoy hablando por el tema de la tos.
Well, well, idea. Yay! Hooray! Can I be of service, my lady?
Cool, the Queen.
Delivery here.
Majesty.
Hello, great Queen. Wahey!
Can I be excused?
Yay!
Greetings, Mom.
Long live the Queen!
Milady.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh my! It's the... Hello, Your Majesty.
Greetings, most munificent and mighty sovereign of all the lands.
Salutations, my most...
Yippee!
Mom. Your Majesty.
Ah, it's the great ruler. Yippee!
At your service. For Queen and country.
At your command?
Everything all right, Your Majesty?
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? A truly selfless act. I am constantly in awe of your generous and noble spirit. Putting the safety of your people before your own reward. Bravo, Your Majesty. Bravo. The treasury is looking rather sickly, wouldn't you agree? We must always be wary of unnecessary expenditures and watch out for possible avenues of profit. With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child benefits, which were abolished. Very well, Your Majesty. The breeders amongst the rabble will be ecstatic, I'm sure. Perhaps you are considering making a personal donation to the treasury to make up for the shortfall. It is entirely your decision, as always. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day.
¿Cuándo se supone que son? ¿Por qué coño?
As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Riva's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen.
Hail and well met, your most gracious majesty.
This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Paige will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Riva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless, the poor, and the orphaned.
The poor of this city have suffered enough. We will renovate the shelter and orphanage.
The Bowerstone Shelter shall be refurbished at the Crown's expense.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You've done the right thing.
As you wish, Your Majesty. The parentless tykes and their destitute friends shall have a palace to call their own. Are you a beggar, too lazy to own your own clothes? Or perhaps an orphan, aching for a bowl of gruel? Then come to Riva Industries Shelter and Orphanage, where you'll find food, beds, clothes, and even new parents. No matter who you are, we care, even if you don't deserve it.
Today, you will deal with a pressing environmental issue, the disposal of the city's waste. Riva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I'm sure you will have noticed a certain aroma permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear it is not merely the stench of the...
Morningwood is to be left unspoiled. We will find other ways to deal with Bowerstone's sewage problem.
The Queen has spoken. Morningwood shall not be used as a waste site. The Sanitation Committee will look into safer alternatives.
Groovy. You are like a majestuous eagle, Your Majesty. You were in touch with your inner innards. Granny Nature thanks you from, like, the bottom of her heart.
A pity. I must admit I was rather looking forward to breathing fresh air, but I'm sure Your Majesty knows best. There is nothing as important as the health and hygiene of our citizens. As such, Riva Industries is delighted to announce the opening of the Bowerstone Sewage Recycling Facility, because there can be no affluence without effluence.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters. How very token dagger. I wonder what she wants.
Sí. En misiones así voy a dejarlo aquí como está, porque coño. Esa sería la última, a ver qué procede.
Yes, ma'am.
Lleva un momento.
Greetings.
Vale, vale. Entonces solo me faltan dos. Vale. Vale, vale.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Majesty.
My Queen.
At your
No se
service,
atraviesen,
my queen.
coño.
Good to see you, Your Majesty.
Well met, my lady.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
At your orders, ma'am.
Mira. No. Me dejo aquí.
Milady? Hello. Great Queen.
Madam?
Nice to see you, Your Majesty. Always a joy to see you, Your Royal Grandness.
A ver si ahora sí.
It's not every day a queen walks into the rebel headquarters. You've changed the world since we last stood here. Good. Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you get there in time, you can stop the raid. And at least one of those thugs must know where Ferret is holed up.
Heard any interesting news
I'm
lately?
so glad they've renovated that shelter.
Delivery! Attention!
If you cooperate, you won't get hurt. But if you give us any trouble, we'll kill you. Now, just so you know we mean business, I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest. Who's it gonna be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The Queen, no less. Have at her, fellas.
I'm gonna kick your royal ass! We've nearly won this one, boys. Just one last push. Why can't you fight an honest fight instead of using that dirty black magic stuff?
Whoa!
Oi, no fair using magic.
It is no longer advantageous for any of us to frequent the hideout in Industrial. Presently, I shall inaugurate a new centre of operations in Bowerstone Market. You've been provided with a key which will permit access. Please endeavour to prevent its transference to an unauthorised individual.
It's an honor to be your subject, Your Majesty.
Ah, hello.
Bueno. Ya. Hasta que no considere que pasa algo interesante como tal, entonces dejo aquí el capítulo o episodio. Y recuerden, nuestro aliado es el club y un poderoso aliado es.